Alrighty then. So the Pocono doubleheader weekend has just been wrapped up and put in the history books, and I mean, we got a lot to talk about, honestly. And most of the discussion is not going to go to the cup race, to the two cup races, but mostly to Xfinity and trucks, because Xfinity and trucks, man, these guys once again put on a great show that Cup couldn't even plainly do. Now, I'm not saying that the Cup races were bad and all. I mean, we were coming to a track that is very, very, it's very hindered by the 2019 Aero package. You know, big ass blade, small motor, and all that. So, talking about the truck race here, the truck race got postponed to Sunday morning. And I tried to watch it, but I was just way too tired, man. Honestly. Now, I mean, I'm all for early NASCAR races. It's just that I just didn't wake up this time around. So, I didn't, the only thing I know is that there were a ton of crashes. Sheldon Creed led a lot of laps, from what I heard. And the race practically ended when I woke up. And I just woke up just to see Brandon Jones win. Which, by the way, I mean, not bad. Not bad of a win of Brandon Jones. You know, even though Kamikaze Games is really going to be pissed about that. I mean, I'm pretty sure he is already. But we're not here to talk about Kamikaze. Just full disclosure. I love Kamikaze Games, okay? Even though he roasted me and called me Spiky Dildo 64. I can take a joke. Okay, people? You should too. But anyways, yeah. And then an hour later into the Xfinity race, what was that bad stutter? But an hour later into the day, Brandon Jones then wrecked on the first lap of the Xfinity race, and yeah, that was due to Cindric right there. So yeah, the Xfinity race, so far, by what I've seen, was probably the most exciting race of the whole weekend. I don't know yet about trucks. I'm still not judging trucks yet because I still need to see it. Okay, probably I'll watch it tomorrow. Is the race gonna be uploaded tomorrow? I don't even know. Probably, but anyways, a lot of stuff happened. A lot of cars kept crashing. My God, Justin Haley wrecked Riley Herbst. I mean, my God, dude. I mean, here's just the deal. I don't particularly like Riley Herbst because of obvious reasons. You know, rich boy, all that, terrible Herbst. You know, top 5 worst NASCAR drivers currently right now. And that's really saying a lot. Why did Justin Haley really need to do that? I have no idea. NASCAR made a really good call penalizing him. I mean, seriously. They should do that more. You know, I don't understand why they don't do that more often. Oh, yeah, fucking Steve O'Donnell. How about it, boys? Fucking fat-ass bitch. But anyways, we're not here to talk about Steve O'Donnell. We're here to talk about the race. So afterwards, then there was another big crash. Knight Snyder basically kind of turned Gregson. Oh, my God. I mean, again, I don't like Gregson, but it would have been more funnier if he would have wrecked himself. But he had a little help from Myatt Snyder, and then basically Myatt Snyder took out all the Junior Motorsports cars, Hemrick, God damn it, Allgaier, yeah, Allgaier too. And then it was basically a race. Oh yeah, and then Syndic got wrecked in that one too. I'm forgetting who else wrecked in that one. But, yeah, basically the race was handed practically to Ross Chastain, Myatt Snyder, and then Chase Briscoe. So Chase Briscoe blew a tire. It didn't really matter. It didn't matter at all. He came back and had a little of a battle with Ross Chastain, and also a little of an overtime finish too. And then Chase Briscoe went ahead and won the NASCAR Xfinity race at Pocono. That was a good race. Dude, honestly, it was. I don't understand why you know, I've really talked down a lot. I really have talked a lot of crap around the Xfinity series because of the lack of competition. You know, with Cole Custer, Reddick, and Bell out of the series. I've really been giving it a hard time, but I shouldn't really have been giving it a hard time. I mean, the Xfinity Series, it's pretty good right now. I just wish there were more better drivers in the Xfinity Series. That's the only thing I would wish would happen, which is kind of why I would like Cup Leeches to come back a little bit, so it could be a little bit more competitive again, but I don't really know how to bring it back. But now talking about the Cup race, I was originally going to talk about yesterday's Cup race because that was the only race that was around on Saturday. And isn't that the first NASCAR race to be run on Saturday that isn't a Saturday night race, like just basically like a Sunday afternoon, or a Saturday afternoon race? Isn't that the first one? I don't really know. Maybe, probably not the first one, but the first one I've ever seen that's not run. You get what I mean. But anyways, isn't there another Cup race that's going to be run like on Friday or Saturday? Like that's not a night race? I don't know. But anyways, going back to the Cup race, I didn't upload it yesterday because there wasn't really much to talk about, honestly. I mean, it wasn't a bad race, but I mean, not much to talk about. I mean, the Cup race on Sunday has a lot to talk about. So let's just let's get into it. So, to compare and contrast, or to compare the two races, there are some similarities. Sorry, and some differences. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that I watch the Cup race at a Buffalo Wild Wings. So yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, get the boneless chicken wings there. They're good, honestly. And if you're gonna be a Salty Chase Diller fan and be like, I prefer Hooters. I mean, I don't even know about Hooters. I haven't been in a Hooters yet in my life, but hey, maybe I will eventually. But all right, anyways, enough of that. So, I forgot what I was gonna say. So the two differences is that Sunday's race was more of a wreck fest, and someone is bass booting something outside. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's shaking the freaking wall. My God, dude. But hey, so like the Cup race on Saturday was more of a calm race and all that in the first half, and then for Cup on Sunday, it was more of a little bit of a wreck fest and all that, and then afterwards, it was just a strategy race. You know, who could make it on on fuel and all that, or will the caution come out, and can one driver catch up to the other? And it was actually a role reversed. It was Harvick and Hamlin on Saturday, and then it was Hamlin and Harvick on Sunday. So that's kind of how it went, you know. And yeah, Harvick won. Finally, he won a race in Pocono. You know, that was pretty cool to see. And Hamlin won his sixth race at Pocono, tying Jeff Gordon for all-times win at the Tricky Triangle. So, yeah, I mean, I prefer Sunday's race over Saturday's race, honestly, by a long shot. And it was just, like I said, because there was more action, if you know, on Sunday. Probably a lot of desperation because we were racing against daylight and all that. I'm surprised we got the whole race in. I'm honestly so surprised we got the full race in. Wow. So, yeah, I mean, it was a, good weekend, I guess you can say. I mean, definitely, I guess you could say that this weekend was just so plagued by rain. I mean, the truck race got delayed to Sunday, but maybe it was worth it. Probably was worth it. And it didn't really do much to the Cup race. We got the Cup race in. We didn't have to go Monday racing and all that. Not like 2016 and all that. But honestly, I was kind of really, with all this crazy strategy going on, I was kind of expecting maybe an upset winner and all that. But, I mean, we didn't. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll get an upset winner when we go to Indy. Well, by the way, Indy's next weekend. I'm actually kind of excited for Indy. Probably, I'm excited for. I'm excited for the Xfinity race. My God. What is it with the Xfinity race so being better than the Cup Series right now? And just to end this video with something, and that is, a lot of people have been complaining a lot how Pocono is a terrible track, and I really do have to disagree. And the reason why I say that is because Pocono is not it's not a bad track. It's the package that's bad. We all know that, you know. And I think NASCAR is really gonna have to look at this, because here's the deal: for next season, they should really, and I should really mean, they should put the big motor in and the small spoiler back at Pocono and maybe Indianapolis, you know. Hell, maybe Indianapolis will probably be the same. Probably a wreck fest, and then it'll just be a strategy race. That's probably what the Brickyard 400 is going to be like. You know, and all. So, yeah. And I'm not really, and, you know, and all that. And also, by the way, that's supposed to be NASCAR and IndyCar are both going to be at the Brickyard this next Sunday, which I'm actually pretty excited for the 4th of July weekend, even though it's not Daytona, and we know, I mean, it's a bad move that NASCAR made. We all know that, but I would really be excited for Indy if we were racing on the road course, or we had a big motor and big blade, practically, there. But I don't even know, I don't even think it would probably even save the race. Maybe, no, hey, maybe with no practice, no qualifying, maybe it can save the race. Who really knows? So that's all I have to say about the Pocono weekend. Tell me what you guys thought of the Pocono weekend. Like I said, it's not a bad idea to put the two I didn't say this before, but it's not a bad idea to put the two Pocono races in one weekend for the Cup Series. But we desperately need big motor, small blade. That's all I just have to say. Thank you all so much for watching, and stay tuned, because our 2 Spider Cup Series races are come out in the next week, or this week. So see you all in the next video.